welcome. I see we got 4 people in there. I fell asleep, so that's why I didn't get back to you. You guys are working me to death. Okay, let's get another water here. Okay. First thing that you do on these tips is make the plate. Then it would be best to section this off and cut the parts. So then I cut out the parts of 3/8 and glued them together. So I have the grain running this direction on the tip plate. On this part here, it's running this way. On this part here, it's running this way. And on this part here, it's running this way. So what you basically making is a plywood block, actually. I have it marked off with my rib spacing. Which is the width of this ruler. Where I put the lines inside here, there, and there, and there. And then we're going to take the ribs, just like we did the wing. And we'll do this. So we got 4 ribs to put in this. And then we'll sand it to shape and stick it on. All this stuff is not really a big deal. So it goes in like so. You want to make sure that this is proud of the spot. And get the scalpel here. Just a lot of fiddling, hand fitting. I hate this glass. You can't see the line. And you get the sanding block. I'd really rather have a lighter sandpaper. There we go. Stick the rib in like so. Right on the line. Yep. God. Now these tips look cool, but they ain't the lightest ones I ever built. They're 1/2 ounce a piece. I don't really like that, but what are you gonna do? You want cool or do you want? Oh shoot, I forgot. I got my airplane in the car still. Damn. Gotta go out and get it before somebody steals it. It's dark out. It's dark out. About 100 degrees out there. Look, global warming! Shit, stupid. What would these guys have done if they'd have grown up when we were kids? We didn't have air conditioning. See global warming. Wouldn't you want to make the outboard heavier? No, not really. Make everything as light as possible. We got a tip weight box out there I can add the weight to. You just turn it over and match it up. Yep, I want everything as light as possible. Now I'll rough shape this in my hand. Shoot. But it won't get final finished until I glue it on. Ah, damn mosquito. He's bothering me. Let me get some, fix it. Bug fix it. Stupid shit. Okay. Then I'll put some on me. This is ridiculous. Ah, come on. Oh, that's a hard rib. Yeah, we need to be a little more aggressive than that. Take some more off. It'll be fine. It'll be fine after I sand it. Cut that notch off there. Little fiddly. Little fiddly. Okay, there it is. That's how you do it. Now it's just a matter of sanding it to shape. One thing I don't like about this is it's 18 grams. $14. So it's a half an ounce. Of course, we're going to lose some of that when I sand her to shape. Yo, whoa, 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 whoa. Let's see here. We got some other stuff. I'd rather have functional than cool. Yeah, me too, I know. Well, a tip like this, because John and I talk about it all the time, tips are just, they're nasty. Like on my June RXL, it has no ribs in it. It's just 1/2 inch piece around the perimeter, just like the old 50s beam wing airplanes. Well, this is a beam wing airplane, but it's kind of an updated version. So I kind of wanted to, I looked at this picture. Somewhere I got it around here. There it is. I looked at this picture of this airplane. You know what? Let's look at I got some bones out here to see how I did it. I forgot to look at that. That's a beam. Yeah, I did it just like this. I can see the this one I didn't. That one I did. Super glide, yeah. Yeah. You see, if you look at this, I did it just like that. There's ribs all the way to the end of the tips on that one. Hard to believe that was 30 years ago. Shit. 30 years ago. A little more than that. Okay, let's tack this on here and make sure that it's level, and then we'll sand her out. I mean, I could sand it out in my hand, but get rid of this. Zoom the camera back a little bit. There we go. Okay, let's tack her on. Let me walk over the belt center. I gotta straighten that up on the edge. Oh, crap. That feels better. More better. Why is that not? What is the story here? I have to really round that over. Pretty printy. That's just tacked on there. Make sure you look at it from the side to make sure it's on there square. You don't want a goofy looking tip drooping or raised up. Yeah, get this foam out. And I can't believe I hit it the first time. I hit her the first time. Zoom it back some more. That's unreal. I hit it the first time. Now just Detail glued in. It's on there. Okie dokie. Let's see what it weighs. That's the most important thing. What does it weigh? I gotta think of a way to get. I think I'm gonna use 3/32 instead of 1/8. $364 grams. 12.95 ounces. 12.95 ounces. Not bad for a, I mean, it's fuselage and wing. And the problem is the ounces are going to start piling on here shortly. We got the belt crank, lead outs. I mean, all these things are heavy stuff that I can't make any lighter. It says, well, there's not much to it, Jonathan. Just explaining what I did, you know, the perimeter, and put the ribs in it. I know that's not a big deal. Yeah, that mosquito got me right there. Shit. Yep, these are, that's how it was done back then. 12.95 ounces for that. Is that good or bad? I think that's good. We got the tip-on square. Sweet honey barbecue. If you look down here, the way I did the rib, it's perfect. It, you know, just got to blend them in and be fine. Hard to screw up. Okay, let's sand it in. I know that's what you guys come here for, to watch me sand. What the hell was that? Couldn't have been much. Now remember, you got to think like covering. How's the covering going to lay on here? Anybody been watching Chuck Turd and Meet the Depressed? What a joke. What are they going to do when he goes away? You know, I probably should bring the camera over so you guys can get a real close-up view of what I'm doing. Because it seems to me that the biggest thing lacking in model airplane building is the capability to sand. So if I can teach that function, I think you'd be better off. You're 76. Cool, Mike. Everybody's over. Everybody's over 60. I would say over 60. I know that on the 60 is the low, you know, pretty much the bottom. There are some guys that are in their 40s, but this is not a kid's endeavor. They're just not interested. It doesn't have to do with cell phones. And let me just get a close up of that. Oh, shit. There we go. There it is. Okay. Remember, you're going to think like covering. So the covering is going to lay over like so. You want it to flow. I don't want to have to do any weird pulling on the covering. The silk span will go wherever you want it to go, but to make it look graceful or fluent, you got to sand these shapes in. This is 24, 36. What? This is 24. I got 36 on the green. I got this from the body shop. RC and control line. Well, I've built a bunch of RC airplanes, but never really flew RC. It doesn't excite me. These airplanes are more of a work of art than it's sculpting. RC airplane to me is a toy. I can't explain it. Sight down there, it looks good. Just like monocoat. How much heavier is silk than silk span? Well, the actual material is not much heavier. It's the dope that it takes to fill that material. Where I've got these down to finishing with 1 quart of paint, 1 quart of dope, 1 quart of clear. You won't do that with silk. to show you these angles. That's the deal. Now this looks it looks okay, but it's, you know, it's not there yet. Let's see. Hi Dave. Real pilots and builders fly CLPA, yeah. I got nothing against RC. I mean, go out to the RC field and what do you see? Mostly foamies and monocoated airplanes. You know, RC airplane you can build in a weekend. Most of them. Now, don't get me wrong, there are some guys that are real craftsmen that build some neat stuff and got just as much work involved as what I do, but they're just not that, it's kind of rare. You got the RC field, it's helicopters or, you know, quadcopters and foamies. Das Ugly sticks. Okay, this angle of this is going to be sanded in the angle of the rib, and when it comes in, that will disappear. And then we'll round it off. So we got 24 grit right here. Yeah, I believe this is 24. And we're just bringing it down, trying to stay off these ribs because you don't want to grind them. You ain't got a whole lot of grinding room on the ribs. But hold it at an angle. Then we'll go to 80 as soon as I get it close here. And then 150. Then I got to go over the whole thing with 320. And then inspect everything, make sure it's all I mean, Beamers, there's a lot of sanding. That's feeling pretty good. Pretty good. We'll get. Now, how do you know when you get it straight? Well, you use the center plate. The center plate is your center line. There's a center. The center line is the center plate. The tip build is not as much as the tip sand out. That's where the trick is. So we're pretending this is the covering. You want to put your sanding block in the angle of the covering. I'm into old school glow, yeah. I built, man, I cannot see anymore. I gotta walk over to the screen to read it. Astro Hawk. I built a bunch of them for the hobby shop. I built 5 Astro Hogs for Art Schaefer Sr. They were hanging up. They sold them all, you know. I used to contract build for the hobby shop. Quit doing that. That's a loser. That's a loser. I don't know. Sanding is an art. You just got to feel the wood. I guess. I don't know. Okay, so you see this flat up here, this line? This all has to go away. This piece here has to taper up to the inside line right there and then disappear. You can't have a flat there like that. The covering would go around it and bend, and it would look terrible. Here we go. We got another comment here. When I use film covering, I've switched to Ultracoat, Don McClave's recommendation. Silk like dope. And the stick still like dope. The paint kind. Well, Don McLean was a, you know, he's an icon. He knew what he was doing. He built some nice airplanes. Paul Walker's coach. Okay, little 80 grit in hand. Almost time to go down to 150. Nice guy too. It's amazing when I look in that book how many guys are gone. And I'll be one of them gone too here shortly. Even my dad's gone. Gotta bring that down. If there's one thing you take away from my videos, guys, it's sanding. Sanding is, you're going to be if you're going to build model airplanes, you're going to be a sander of airplanes before it's over. If not, you're not going to be very successful. Remember, sandpaper is just a tool. So when I use 24 grit, then I drop to 80 and then 150 or 180 or whatever. We're just moving material. That's all I'm doing with this. Kind of like a block plane, you know. You just got to learn when to stop and change grit. Use the shadows. I'm using the shadow from that's why I got such bright lights in here, so I can throw shadows on it. Shit, Now we'll switch to 150 or whatever this is, 180. Try to bring it in. Try to bring her in. For you guys who've never built the beam wing, might give it a try. They're really simple. See, I've sanded a flat in there. That's not good. But I've got quite a ways to get down to the ribs, so it don't matter. You have to put a little putty or a little piece of wood right there. The flat right there. Do you see it? It's a flat. You don't want that. On now. Let me get to 150 in my hand. I buy the sandpaper by the roll, by the truckload. We're getting close to coming in. Ah, shit. You know, I still can remember the very first piece of balsa wood I cut building a model airplane. I can't tell you the date, but I can tell you what I was doing and where I was at, and my dad showing me. First airplane I ever built that I didn't finish. I did finish one finally in life because they were a bitch. Was a Gallows P40 rubber band model. My dad set me down at his green Sears workbench, and he said, "If you want to do this, this is what you got to do." We spread out the plans on the workbench. I don't even think I had anything to pin it to or whatever. Just pin it to each other. But we got a straight edge razor blade, Gillette straight edge razor blade. Broke the back out of a matchbook. You know, the heel where you the striker out of the matchbook. Stuck the blade in the matchbook, and I started cutting them about plywood pieces. I never finished that airplane, but I still remember I ended up finishing one in Tulsa, though. when I was in Tulsa with nothing to do. She's coming in now. And then the first gas model I had was a Wenmac T6. That was before I built that Gallows kit, but the first built kit I did was that Gallows P40. But the first airplane I had was a T6, Wenmac T6 plastic airplane that they crashed. Ted Pettit, my dad crashed. The Gallows Cessna 150. Yeah, sanding tools. If you learn anything, if you learn anything from my videos, it's sanding. Sanding and attention to detail. How to candle. Like this looks done here, but it's not. It's a 32nd of an inch away from coming in. It's not up to that edge yet. And that's what I mean by coming in. It's got to get up to that edge and blend with the rest. This here, see there's a catch right there. I probably should have had that up a little bit. I didn't leave it very proud, but we'll get it. And then I got to do it all over again on the other side. And then flatten the leading edge. There it came in. You could hear it. See it? That came in. I got that gap there. You see that gap? That's no good. So we'll take a piece of wood and stick it in there. We'll whittle it down. Can somebody make a glue bottle that doesn't clog up? All the space age shit we got. Can't make a glue bottle that don't clog. Okay. Let's see if that comes in now. Pretty close, a little high right there. Just like that, and came in a couple of swipes. Yeah, did that in an hour. Got the tip done in an hour. I'm half done. Okay, let's sand the. Yeah, like I got to get this to come in yet. You can feel it. I'll show it. Mercury at his clog resistance, huh? See this right here? Watch this paper. Sticks. So that is not in. It's got to be. Mercury, a while back, Mercury sent me a couple of caddies. I gave away some Mercury adhesives on the forum. I got to be honest with you. I see a bottle sitting over there. I think this is Mercury. No, this is Icky Sticky. I'm not impressed. Bob Smith or 2P10 is the way to go. Do not ask me what 2P10 stands for. I have no clue. Okay, so we need to bring that in there. There we go. Okay, now that's high there, so we gotta go around. Okay. You know what, guys? We've been on an hour. Give me a minute. I'm going to go out to the car and get my airplane out of the car because it's starting to get late and the brothers will want to pick that up. So give me a second. too bad in here. Like an oven outside. 150 degrees. Global warming. All right, guys, I got it. Yeah, shit. You've heard the expression, if it ain't nailed down, they'll get it, right? Well, in this neighborhood, even if it is nailed down, they'll get it. So you gotta be watching everything. Yeah. But they'd steal it just because they think they could sell it. And then I'd have to replace the time it took to make it, so can't get that back. So it's best just to stand on it. That's gonna have to. I need a little more on that. Let's flip it over. Global warming, you bet. What BS. When I was a kid, it was I've said several times. After I was in service, I moved to the desert. I've seen it as hot as 131 in the shade. So these guys say 122, hottest day on record. BS. The fires in Hawaii due to global warming. No, due to poor management. Okay, let's do the other side. Okay, how long will it take me to bring this in, I guess? Then we start out with 36 grit, or 24, whatever this is. 36 is on there, this is 24. Grindo the wood. I probably could cut it off and get a razor blade. Make quick work. We're just trying to move material is all. That plane that I was talking about, this is a cheap Great Plains plastic plane. The plane I had as a kid was a Solinger. So if anybody's got one of those and wants to sell it, send me a PM on Stunhanger. It uses a Gillette double-edged razor. It's made of metal. It's kind of a putrid machine green. Gray green. Let's see what that says. Let's see what that says. Well, that's what they're blaming the Hawaii fires on. And the Canada fires and all. It's poor management is what that's all about. Cut back the brush, back burn. Yeah, better quit talking about that. They don't like that. They might pull the video, so. That's all right. You guys know how I feel. want to ask me a question, you can send it to me on Stunhanger where we're not censored. I just don't like the. But the only time I censor somebody is when they're fighting back and forth, which is, internet keyboard warriors. Hey, if you guys got a problem, call them on the phone. Go see them. Oh, shit. This is an outboard. Oh. Here's my flap made out already. My other flap. Need to build a wingtip weight box that goes right here at the end of the spar. It glues between these two ribs right at the end of this spar. So it glues right to the center of the spar. I wonder if I could have made this any lighter. Sweet honey barbecue. Oh yeah, I got it instantaneously, Jonathan. Did you check your whereabouts of your package? Check the tracking, see where it's at, see if it's left the United States yet? Probably not. They're gonna wait for the Chinaman to row across. $66 to send that little box, and that wasn't the most expensive way either. Could have overnighted it for $210 or some shit. No, I don't need it to get there that quick. There was a cheaper way, but it would have took forever to get there. So 66 was priority with tracking. Yeah, no tracking on the cheaper way. No insurance, no tracking. I hope you don't have to pay customs on it, duty. A couple old motors. And if they don't do the job for you, I got stuff that will. We'll get it to you. I got some stuff. Been collecting stuff forever. The only bad thing is you ain't a young guy either. If I send you all my stuff and you die, where does it go? The trash. Need some young guys to get involved in this. Let's see, who was it that's 76 and still a David? Let me look here. I wonder if he knows Don McClave. I wonder if he knows Gerald Shamp. Terry Forbes, yeah. Sailplanes take a lot. Oh, I know who you are, Terry. Mike Denless. It goes to you, huh? Have you run that Super Tiger yet I sent you, Craig? That was a Big Jim Greenaway Super Tiger. Man, I wish I wouldn't have deleted them videos. Now I gotta play hell getting them off of YouTube. They used to let you download your own stuff. Now they want you to buy YouTube Premium, and I ain't buying shit. I'm already... Let's see, I can't... I'll probably have to pay... Oh... I only put them down as worth $100, so... $50 a piece. You know, you might as well run them. I'm not going to use them. I got several more. I think I got a box full of them still. The reason I don't like them is they don't have muffler lugs. They run just like Super Tiger. We used them back in the day in the 70s. Scratch and dent. See, is this inboard or outboard? We're gonna need a little bit more on the outboard. Hey Mike, do you know Gerald Champ? He lives up by you guys, Don McClave and Oregon. Eugene Prop Spinner. I hear that's really turned into a hell of a place. Mental disorder. Come on. You know, out in my wood shop, I got all kind of tools. I'm just afraid to use them on, you know, I've done it like this for so many years. I got palm sanders and grinders, and I bet it could get away from you pretty quick with this wood. Oh, oops, too late. Okay, well, cool. They don't work. You don't work. I can send you some more. I got more of them. I don't know. That customs deal is a kind of a pain in the ass, but it's really not that big a deal. Fill out the form and give it to the lady. She stand and ask you stupid questions. Anything hazardous? Any batteries? Any drugs, bombs, explosives? No. When I mailed that tour pack to England for $700, $700 to mail a tour pack. Yeah, they would have scammed that is. Would have been an inch smaller, it would have been less. Ridiculous. Man, we got a long ways to go here. You know what? It's not on right. That's better. Hold a little tension on it. You guys see what I just did there? I broke it loose and tweaked it down. Don't be afraid to fix it. That's all I got to say. Better to fix it now than get it covered and go, shit, why didn't I fix it? Yep. Yep. Let me zoom out a little bit. Okay, this tip was tweaked down just a little bit. Oh. Now it's in the right spot. So That's better. That's better. And I will put little X's, little braces in the corner here. Let me, I got one on the other side already. Because there's a lot of tension on these last ribs. Yeah, of course, I'm all twisted up here. Ouch, bitch. Guy on here who flies gliders, he understands what I'm doing. Free flight gliders and wings like this are about engineering. It's not about throwing the lumber at it. Yeah. I sold Gerald a Redhead McCoy 60 that was in a blue tin I bought from Eugene Toy and Hobby, and I sold it to him for $50. I wish I had that engine back. It was brand new in the box. What an idiot. I was drinking back then, so I didn't care. Yes, we see Gerald and Brenda. Really sweet, special people. Gerald is a good builder. A good painter. He's a painter. He had a red Oriental he built with a Super Tiger 60 in it. The paint looked like it was candy apple red. The paint looked like it was 4 inches thick. You know why? Because it was. How much clear you got on that, Gerald? A gallon. Holy crap. Okay, that's fixed. Now we can proceed. Proceed. Stunt community is kind of strange. It's so small, everybody knows everybody. Anybody seen Cena? I haven't seen him since Sig. God, that's been at least 50, no, it's more than that. Probably 20 years. McCoy 60 that I sold Gerald is very similar to the Dynajet that I threw away and the dueling Teddacar that I threw away. Stuff that I wish I wouldn't have done that I'd take back if I could. I threw a redhead Dynajet away because shit, I ain't gonna do nothing with it. It's in my way. That's worth big money. And I threw a dueling Teddacar away because I didn't play with Teddacars. That Teddacar looked like a sprint car. The motor sat where the driver in a real car would sit. And when I was in Oregon, I was drinking back then. That was about 80, I don't know, 85, 86, somewhere in there. Morris Gilbert was still alive. We used to go to the Eugene Airport and fly. Morris was into doing stained glass, and he was pretty good at it, too. Nope. Well, we got this thing to come in. We can work on the next thing now, the flaps, get them situated. I got the bushings for the bell crank and work on that. There's a lot of stuff to do. Yes, U.S. mail. I sent you the tracking number. It'll get there. It'll get there. Here, let me tell you where it's at right now. Okay. Okay, here messages, sent messages, Mirko 61, tracking number, copy, new thing over here, paste, enter, track package. It's in transit is all it says. No view tape. That's just view the details in USPS. Latest update. It went through Chicago International Distribution Center August 18th, 12:05. So it's on its way to the slow boat to China, and we'll get there when it gets there. Chicago, that's where it's in the 18th. They don't work on Sunday, so They probably don't work at all anyway, but it's in Chicago right now. Well, like this came in pretty good. I mean, I will have to, do some more sanding with 320. There it is. Balsa sanding blocks. Nope, still got a little more. There it is. It came in right there. There it is. The bottom came out better than the top. I have to look at the top again. You probably can't see it, but there's a little hair sticking up there. That's the balsa pen, the ballpoint pen line. And that's when you know it came in. It's right to the edge. The pen line is starting to come up. Your layout line. Right on the edge. See, it's down a little bit right there. It's got to go till you can't feel it. Because if you can feel it, the covering will pucker right there. And if anybody looks at my airplanes, I cover immaculately. It's got to be right. I don't like wrinkles and nonsense and BS in my covering. We're almost there. There it is. Came in there. See, there's another one of them spots right there. Right there. I'm going to keep sanding. Yep. Okay, I got a perfect example here. Can you see? Well, you can't see it until I point the camera at it. Can you see that pen line right there? You see that pen mark right there? You got to sand until that pen mark goes away for the covering to lay and look right. I got a little, I can feel it right there. It's no good. I usually had a T-Max a long time ago. They run about 40 miles an hour. Okay. Mel Markham and Floyd Carter. Oh yeah, I remember Floyd. I think I remember Mel too. When I was there, they were about, they'd have to be really old because they were quite older than I was, maybe 25 or 30 years older than me. Maybe not, I don't know. Can't remember everything. How old is Mel and Floyd? They got to be in their 90s. Or late 80s anyway. Let's see. If they were 20 years older than me, they'd be 80. Yeah, they got to be getting close to 90. I know Bill Noyes watches this once in a while. I don't know if he watches this and reads the forum. At least when he was alive, he did. I don't know if he's still alive even. I haven't talked to him in quite a while. But he doesn't hear well, so he doesn't. You can't talk to him on the phone, and but I owe a lot to Bill and Tom Warden. To Mr. Lopez, my shop teacher, for not kicking me out for sanding. Them kids would go behind the library at school, and they'd be smoking. I'd be sanding. Sanding is an acquired talent. I've been doing this over 60 years. Sanding, just sand, 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 sand. So relaxing, I think. Okay, this tip came in. We'll have to go over it with 320, but she's pretty close. Now, if you paid attention to how I did the leading edge on this, let me zoom out a little bit. You'll know that it's in a triangle. It's going down this way and then back the other. It's pretty pointy, so you can't have that. So in order to make it round, Lloyd will be 90 and Mel is real close. Yeah, I knew them guys had to be up there. They probably won't remember me. I didn't hang around long up there. Might have been up there a year, maybe. Boy, oh boy, this is going to be some sanding to go here. Yeah, we're getting there. We're getting there. Finish of the beamer is in the sanding. Sent you a word about Gerald earlier. On Stunhanger? I don't know what you mean, Mike. Some boogers there. Got to get them off. That would really ruin my day. some CA boogies. That would ruin my day. Hey, Jeff. Yeah, we're gonna get plans worked up for this. Everybody's always asked me for plans for this airplane. Even back when I was in the 90s when I first designed it. Ooh, got plans? No, I don't do plans. But we'll get a set of plans out for this. Now, there's a lot of challenges to overcome in building this, but let's look here. Nothing that can't be taken care of. Okay. Let's see if it lost any weight. That's what I'm worried about. Did it lose any weight? $12 3/4. Not too bad. Not too bad. I wish it was 10 3/4, but can't have everything. Move this back. Okay. Okay, we got that pretty much done. Let's see, we need a doctor on this just a little, and then we'll go on to flap sanding. I'm going to show you guys how to do the flaps real simple. Let me make sure that's right. Yep, that's right. Man, I wish you wouldn't have dug that hole right there. May not be as bad as I think when I put them plywood pieces in here. Get some stupid fill on it. That's coming out. Yeah, it won't be as bad as I thought. It's a little hole, not a big hole. Yeah, it came out. Okay, good. Okay. I'm gonna have to make a little fixture to sand this leading edge. I'll take a piece of balsa wood and carve a notch in it so I can put sandpaper in it and sand the leading edge, make sure it's. You can really ruin an airplane with a leading edge. Okay, so I got that. I wanted to long bar this trailing edge just a little before I work on the flap. Hour and 49 minutes in. Long bar. Got a little high spot right there. I guess we can long bar that leading edge too on the other side. Close enough. Long bar this. Put this on the shelf. I don't need this for now. Okay. Actually, this leading edge is pretty damn close. Pretty close. Getting good in my old age. Oh yeah. Nice. Come on now. Don't screw up. You know what you guys haven't seen me do that I must be getting practiced up on? You haven't seen me break a rib yet. I shouldn't have said that. I'll probably break one. Okay, let's do the trailing edge on this, and then we're done with that, and we'll work on the flaps. I don't know if I can show this on camera, but we'll try. Pretty straight. I gotta sand a little bit right here. Is it this side? This side right here to straighten it up, but this long bar will get it straight. Pretty damn straight. I need to put in some hinge blocks. Ah, damn, almost screwed it up. What the hell was that? Oh, my cut mat. I don't need that. Laser straight now. Could go a little more on the sanding. Need to get that off. I see a little high spot right there. Ah, crap. I got it. Round it off a little bit more. I guess it's past Yogi's bedtime. He's always on there. He's my biggest follower. Usually one of the first guys on there. It's 11 o'clock. Might be 12 o'clock his time. I think he's in Florida. Of course, I don't know. What the hell do I know? Man, that's close. That is close. And I can't find my mold for the top and bottom for this, so I got to make some more. John, I bought a bunch of rock balsa at the Dayton swap meet. And I kind of split it with John. He's going to bring it to FCM, half of it, that I can make a mold for this thing. It's balsa wood, but you could build a house out of it. So I basically use it for molds. I'll make a new bottom block mold, and there's a little high spot right there. Make a new bottom block mold and a new turtle deck mold. Okay, long bar it, and then we'll flap sand. So this is 1 week's progress. Today it's 1 week old. At midnight it'll be a week and a day, 8 days. And if I was on the hump, I could fly it at the end of next month. But we're gonna build a super one. I'm an RC man. I love your design. I am retiring next year and will join then. But I still want a set of plans. The 3 of us catch you every day. Jeff, Annie, and Chewy. I guess Chewy's the dog. Just a guess. I hope it's not a person. Okay. Let's lay out the other flap. I got the end board. Let me measure this real quick. Where's my ruler? Yeah, we'll use that ruler, I guess. That's a 3-incher. What did I cut this? 2 3/4, I think. Yeah, 2 3/4. We'll get a little more tail action on this. So we got 2 3/4 at the root, and 1 7/8. So we needed no, it's 1.5 inches. So we needed 1 3/4 at the tip. I'm going to show you something. It's really pretty important. A lot of people overlook it. Okay, I got my inboard flap here. A little more sanding right there, either that or this. Yeah, this is pretty close. Just long bar this, see what happens. Okay. It'll be fine. Okay. My other flap was right here. Outboard flap up. 5.2 pound wood. Not good. Whatever. So we got 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. Want that right there and right there. That's perfect. Okay, so we want to cut this off right. This was a waste of wood here, what I did with this. I should have made them back to back. Come on, you. Let me cut this off on the table saw. You get the wire out of there though, because it makes a hell of a noise when you try to cut piano wire with the table saw. It didn't like that. Oh, it's in there tight. It's in there tight. I don't know if I could get the wire in there or not. Okay, I got the wire out. Saw that off right there. Yeah, I'll bet. Okay, outboard wing. You want the flaps to look the same inboard. You know, where you're looking at it. So you got to have the flaps the same width here. So we'll mark it right here. These are 2 3/4 wide. Could have been 3, but 2 3/4. This will be a lighter airplane anyway, so it don't need as much flap. Two and 3/4. So I want to start it there. If I start it there, yeah, that would be better. Start it there. End it there. What I'm getting at is this outboard tip. If you look here, it would be right there to be equal. But we're going to make it. Let's make sure that's right. Yeah, we're going to make it. Better measure. Better not guess, better measure. That's 1.5 inches. We needed 1 inch and 5/8. 1 inch and 5/8. A lot of people overlook this. The flap on the outboard side is that much wider at the tip. See that mark there? And what does that do? Let's make it a little wider even. It keeps you from dropping the inboard or the outboard tip away to the lines. It has something to do with the inboard wing moving faster than the outboard wing in the circumference of the circle, creating more lift. So what you need is just a little bit more wing area on the outboard side to compensate for that. Shit, don't ask me why. Palmer tried differential flaps on his Thunderbird. Wish I had better flap wood, because usually I can make these flaps in the 1/2 ounce range. I think these are in the ounce range. Buzz this off on the saw. Yeah. Okay, let's see what that looks like. Probably should have made the horn a little smaller. Whatever. We'll figure it out. This is where the hinges lie that look the best. You'll see, like Billy, he always has a tin piece, plastic piece added extra at the tip. That's because he forgot to add the extra area. Okay, so we got the shape there. Now we'll transfer it to this side. They work out the best there. Cut more off. Gotta get it cut off so it lighten it up. Now we found a lighter carbon too, but I got these already made, so we'll just use these. Much better. We have to sand a little bit, but we'll figure it out. Okay, how I sand flaps. First off, you get a nice straight piece of wood. I hate the rod method. It's stupid. It takes too long. They don't look good. Draw a center line down the apparati here. Then about 1/16 of an inch out, draw another line. Turn her around this way, draw another line. It'll blow your mind how fast I sand these flaps. And they look much better than flat glass sanded rod method sanding. Okay, I got 3 lines on it. I take my 36, 24, whatever it is. Boy, it's got a dent right there. And just start hogging it off. A couple of minutes, we'll have them sanded. Then we'll hinge them up. Of course, I don't have any hinges made, but I can just put it through the plywood. These, when you sand the flaps like this, they won't warp, or they have less chance to warp. And they look better. So you sanded this way, now we're going to sand back the opposite direction in an X pattern. Biggest thing with sanding with this kind of grit is you got to know when to stop, because you don't want to put irreversible scratches in a thing you can't sand out. You just kind of remove the bulk material with this and then come back with 80, then 150, then 320. That's one side. Looks pretty good. Let's try the other side. I gotta weigh them up and see what they weigh. Reason why these are a little heavier is they got that carbon tube in the leading edge for the hinge. If you weigh it with the wire, obviously it's going to weigh more. But normally I get these flaps when I used to use the flat cleat hinges, ½ ounce a piece. I'm hoping to get these down to 3/4 with the tube in it. So that's half the hinge. Doesn't feel like it because I got the wire in it. Whew, long ways to go yet. In my opinion, airfoil flaps look a whole lot better than flat flaps. You know, Billy tried with his Juno, tried to build up flaps with ribs in it, you know, on his Beamer Juno. And you got good wood. I don't see, you can't make built up structures as light as you can solid if you got good wood. If you got all that glue in there. Yeah, we got that big knot out of there. That's good. In the sandy green. Yeah. 60 years of sanding, at least 60. Getting there. Yeah, I think it's time to change up grits. Let me get this sanded this way. Why does that sound goofy? Shit. Let's see what it weighs, see if it got lost any weight. That's the secret. Did it lose any weight? It's under an ounce. It's 90.9. So how many grams is that? 25. Woo! Lost 3 grams. To me, this is heavy, but it does have the hinge in it. Okay, let's keep sanding. I have to get her down to 3/4. $25. So let's get 5 grams off the damn thing. Let me get it down to 20. Yeah, that doesn't sound like much, but that's a long ways when you're not cutting material. You're just sanding. Looking pretty good though. Shit about that stupid motorcycle. A neighbor got me up this evening. I was napping. Can you come look at my motorcycle? A Yamaha Virago. No, I don't know nothing about it. It's 103 degrees out. The mosquitoes are getting me. Oh, shit. I don't be involved in no motorcycles. Man, I'm a Harley mechanic, not a Kawasaki mechanic. And I ain't even that no more. I'm a model airplane builder. Long bar it. See what happens. Kawasaki. Fucking burning. Kawasaki, yeah. I had this club brother Bernie. He put in my furnace and my air conditioner, my water heater. He got after them Kawasaki's. I think he's dead too now. Shit, everybody's dead. Dead. Damn. Of course, it's on the top. Put a big skin in it. We got it. Down this way now. Shit. Looking pretty bueno. Let's see, did it lose any weight? Probably not. Oh, 1 gram. 3 more to go. Yeah, I don't think that's going to happen. I don't believe that's going to happen. One side, you look at the difference between this side and this side. Take a break here for a second. Let's take a puff. Give me some cranberry juice. I'm on my period. I just like it myself. Of course, I like Dr. Pepper too, so that's prune juice. I taste balsa. Okay. $24 grams, huh? Can I send another gram off of it? Basically, what I got done here is like a framing carpenter. You know, I'm just getting framed in. I'm going to have to put my finishing carpenter hat on. About the time I get it all put together, then the finishing carpenter comes in and fixes all the stuff that the framers missed. Then the painter comes in and hides the mistakes that the finishing carpenter missed. Then the quality control guy comes in. He says, "What is this? What kind of mess is this?" Damn. What kind of mess is this, Danny? A big one. Well, everybody must have went to sleep because nobody's chatting anymore. He got bored with me and went home. I realize this is pretty boring. I've watched many Wendy tapes and went to sleep. Looking at Petey or Tweety or whatever the hell his bird's name was, and the birds outside, and the pizza. Almost. I got a couple little scratches here. There they are. Now this all has to be redone with 320. This is 180 here. But we'll get it close. And the bulk of the weight comes off with this. It doesn't come off with 320. Oh yeah, we got some more scratches here. Most of this airplane's been done on camera. It hasn't. I haven't done too much off camera with it. I did sand out one wing off camera. The other night. $23, come on. 23, yay! I don't think I can get another 2 grams or 3 grams off of it. But we could sand for a while, I suppose. So it was at 0.9 before and is now 0.8. I don't think I can get 3 grams more out of it, not without making it unusable. Get the controls on this baby. I can start getting it closed up, get the nose on it. Yeah, we're a couple of weeks out from doing all that still. Well, there's a flap. I don't know how long it took. That will look really nice painted because it's airfoiled. The light will reflect off of it really well. Where if it's flat, it just, I don't know. It don't look that good to me. Flat. It's pretty damn straight. And it won't warp. It won't warp if you coat it equal on both sides. Let me put it that way. There it is. You know, I once went to a body shop and I was going to be I asked the guy, I said, "Hey man, I need a job. What do you want to do?" I said, "I want to be a sander. I'm the world's best sander." "Nah, we don't need anybody." What a mistake that was for him. So it's got to go there. We'll get it somehow. I think I'm going to end the video so I can watch TV and sand this other flap. You could cut the inside out and rivet. Absolutely not. It would be heavier. Trust me, I know it would be heavier. Much heavier. It just is what it is. Let's see what we got here for total weight on this thing now. With flaps, I could get the horn out and weigh that too. But we are at 14.5 ounces with the flaps. So that's a wing and a fuselage at 14.5 ounces. I've had guys write me, really proud. My wing is 16 ounces. That's great. It's heavy. Those geodesic wings that I build, before I have them together, are 5 ounces apiece. Actually, they're 2.5 ounces with no sheeting on them. And then by the time you put them together, the geodesic wing comes out 10 ounces. Then you add controls and all the rest of the stuff and the flaps. They should be around 14 ounces. But that doesn't include the fuselage, because the fuselage is going to be another whatever. I mean, so you You actually save quite a bit of weight building a beam wing airplane. All I can do is what I can do, keep it as light as possible with what I got. I want to be sub 60. I would have liked to have been sub 50, but just don't have the wood. 14.5 with 20, that's 34 ounces with the drivetrain. 34 and 6 ounces of paint is 40. Yeah, maybe I could still hit sub 50. I don't know. You got 20 ounces of hardware. Spinner, prop, wheels, and that crap. 20 ounces. So you got 20 and this is, let's say 15. So there's 35 ounces that were so far. 35. The belt crank controls are going to be another ounce and a half, 35, 36 and a half. The tail section's 3 ounces, that's 39 and a half. 39, 41, 2, 3, 43, and 6 ounces of paint, 49. I don't know. That's really stretching it, trying to get it there. But we'll try. If I could come out real light, I could really slick her down, get on the front row, slick her down with some spray shine. You guys that use that, man, how do you repair them? You can't. Very tough. They look good though. They look beautiful. All right, I'm going to end the show. Thanks for watching. Fair winds, tight lines. We'll see you. See you tomorrow.